Hello everyone and welcome to Overbooked. In today's episode, this is going to be a gamer guide showing you some more basic beginner tips for the game. Let me start off by showing you a little bit of my island here. Now it is a good idea if you can to go ahead and plant a lot of stuff. Things like these flowers, these pumpkins, these fruit trees can be harvested every other day or so, and you can sell those and help get money to expand your house, etc., buy really cool decor. You do have these really limited items right here, and I'll take you to where you can find those. Keep in mind those are only available for a limited amount of time, so you're going to want to go over to your little building over here. If you're just started the game, it's going to be a tent instead. Alright, and once we're inside, we can come right over here. And then we do have the things you can get with your Nook miles, fencing, cool signage, etc. Oh, I love the drink machine. I'm gonna have to snatch that right up. But what I brought you over here to show you was the Nook shopping tab. So you're going to want to hit special goods, R, and here we have all the limited edition Mario items. You can also hit here and we have some more seasonal items and the date they're available too. Another interesting tip is to make sure you come over here every once in a while and check this. Sometimes there'll be freebies in here left by other residents, which I usually take all of. You can sell what you don't want. If you haven't been playing the game very long, please expect these merchants to stop by. Certain days of the week, these guys come. This is the guy that likes to sell plants. You can also sell him weeds that you picked up from around the island for a higher profit, I do believe. There's also one that sells clothing, another one that sells shoes, etc. You get the idea. Let's go ahead and see what he has in stock today. Alright, looks like he's got a kind of special item right now. Let's see what it looks like. Alright, so that must be what he's talking about. Yeah, so this is where you can get the pumpkins. The pumpkins start, and when you harvest them, you just plant them and you get more pumpkins. You can also get seeds from him and hibiscus plants. And now I'm going to show you how you can sell him weeds. There we go, now we got some moolah. That's simple, everyone. Another tip is once you upgrade your store, you have the outside drop box, which gives you money the next day. This is good to use if they're closed, but if you need money today, you want to go inside the shop and sell the items. Here I'm just selling them some stuff that I was gifted I really won't use. And some flowers I picked. So alright, some of you guys might be asking, why in the world do we have these rocks in the game? Well, quite simply, And I'm sure most of you already know this, but for the sake of the noobs, I'm just going to go ahead and show you. You just hit the rocks in order to generate drops. It can be clay, it can be ore, it can be money. Sometimes it can be gold. Depends on what kind of events are going on. Sometimes it can even be eggs. Now, one of the most fun aspects of playing this game is bug hunting, and I find that if you chop down a few trees, that they make the perfect spot to attract insects. Flowers do as well. I have a couple of different ones scattered throughout the islands. As you can see here. And please keep in mind that different insects do spawn different times of the year. And some do spawn at night, like moths and butterflies you see during the day, with a few exceptions here and there. Here I have a bunch of fruit. And while I'm not by no means an expert on this, you can also create unusual flower colors by putting ones beside each other, watering them, and hoping for them to have an offspring between the two flowers. Now when it comes to creating color hybrids of flowers, as you can see with this beautiful pink one, you usually create those by putting two of the same type of flower beside each other in different colors, and by watering them, and hopefully you will get a hybrid that pops up. Here's another hybrid up there, another pink one that spawns. But there are many different colors. I recommend looking up a guide online for that. That would make finding all these hybrids way easier. Alright everyone, I believe this is probably the #1 beginner mistake for all noobs of this game. If you see these shining spots, make sure to dig it up. In the most elaborate way feasible. There we go. Now do not put anything else in here and do not cover this back up. If you put the money back in there, it'll actually grow a money tree with even more coins on it, which you can harvest later. Alright, this is an interesting tip as well here. If you come upon one of your neighbors that's doing work at their DIY station, you can talk to them and they will sometimes give you a free DIY recipe. Alright, it's that simple. Though sometimes after you've played the game, they'll give you ones you already have, which you can give to somebody else or always sell at the shop. Look at this sleepyhead. There's a lot of things I've gifted her in here. Starting with this plant right here, these shoes. Oh, somebody doesn't feel good. let's make sure to give them medicine. Medicine's not just good for sick neighbors, it does wonders for bee stings as well. For the last tip, I'm going to show you how to gift and be gifted. So you're going to want to talk to one of your neighbors that you talk to very often. And you're going to want to select the second option. Usually it's best to pick gifts that's better suited for them. But I'm going to just randomly give them this, because it's what I have on hand. They must really love it. But if you're lucky, they'll re-gift you a present. Alright, so the last tip I want to share with you is to talk to your neighbors and offer them a gift. And sometimes if you're lucky, they will gift you a present, but unfortunately not this time. Alright everybody, I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Please remember to hit that like, subscription, and notification bell. And if you'd like to, there's also the Patreon link down in the description. I welcome any of you to leave your comments down below and tips for new beginner players. Thanks for watching everyone, and bye ya!